And we're joined by Glendon Smedley, one of the candidates for mayor. You've done this before. You're doing it again.
Yes.
You obviously seem to like the idea of throwing your hat in the ring.
Yes. Well,
What is it you like about it?
well, it's just it's like Jonah and the whale, right? And you feel Jonah didn't want to run, to do things that God told him to do, and then so God says, "I got to do this." So that's why I'm here.
Kind of like face your fears, take it on.
Why not?
Yeah. So, what's it like? There we saw you seated with the other candidates at a forum, and all these questions get thrown at you. Do you like being put on the spot like that?
Sure, because then I learn from it, and I become better at it. So I become a better leader. You know.
A lot of issues are facing this community right now. You must be interested in them, seeing as though you're running. What is it about what's going on in Kelowna that motivates you?
The homeless situation, and it's heartbreaking for me to walk around the city and see what's going on, and they need something to help them, and then it's like the contact with them. They need a friend, you know, and it's like, and they need somebody that's either on the street as a friend or off the street as a friend, just to help them get
where they need to be.
Get to where they need to be. And then the medical aspect of the needs that are needed to help them as well, you know.
You know, the previous council has managed to get hundreds of people who would have been described as homeless into some kind of supportive housing, but it always seems like there's hundreds more. It's like, and I guess it's one of those problems that you can never eliminate, but you need to just manage better.
Yeah. Well, one thing I learned from being a carpenter up north is how fast you can build a camp. And a camp, 2,000-man camp can be built in less than 9 months. And I can see that as being one aspect of helping. But then there's other issues that go along with that too.
Would you say a city should just, you know, if you've got X number of homeless people, literally build them homes?
Sure. They need a place to stay and to get their life started. Even if it's from the bottom of the pits, they got to get themselves to a spot where they can say, okay, I can help others.
You know, as the population of Kelowna keeps growing, it seems that the general consensus is that we can't keep sprawling out and knocking down orchards and forests, and quite frankly, there really isn't buildable space. So instead, we build up. What do you think of all of the high-rises that we see in Kelowna?
The high-rises, they help with that aspect, but however, the fire department, can they rescue the people above the 12th and 15th floor, like upwards to 30, 40 stories? That's what I would be considering with talking to them, whether they can actually do that rescue. Like, say, if somebody's trapped in the building where the fire is burning, staircases can't be used.
I know from some you know, standards that are set, international standards, you're supposed to have a certain number of firefighters even to respond to an incident in a tower of a certain height, and Kelowna simply doesn't have that big of a fire crew at any given time.
Yes, and so I can see that they need the tools to help push them forward to get things where a point where they can say, okay, it's okay to build that high, but then the other aspect is going up too fast, and then before you know it, an accident could happen. And are you ready for the consequences of the loss of life from it?
Yeah. Lots to talk about. Great to get to know you a little better. Glendon Smedley, candidate for mayor.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.